Sir, although I'm not a student of law, but all I could imbibe after getting a bit active in political life, that Article 370, as we all talking about, it comes from the family of welfare articles. And J&K was considered because being a landlocked area, an area which had the majority of population living in standards, an average standard of existence, much poorer, much more humbler rather, as compared to the rest, as was the case of your Northeast. So we were considered within that welfareism. Yes, with the passage of time, and for an average Kashmiri, although Kashmir at that given stage of time, as Tarigami Saab has very aptly put it, had almost 93% population of Muslims and barely about 7% of Kashmiri Pandits and some small percentage of our Sardar brothers, brethren community. And Jammu certainly, it had a higher density of Hindus as compared to the Muslims. But if you look into the overall aggregate, it was almost about 76, 77% of the Muslims. And the fact is that the tallest leader of our state at that given stage of time, Sheikh Muhammad Abdullah Sahab, he chose to be a part of a secular front, that was India, and part with another portion which contained majority of Muslims. But where did we fail? All that, I'm just making it very short. All that we are talking about, that it is just a terrorist. I have only one simple, humble submission here. Is a terrorist born in his mother's womb? Or is somebody born a terrorist? It is only the circumstances, the situations, the poverty, the illiteracy, so many things that go along with it, that cultivate a person, that manifest his line of thinking into a syndrome where he wants to retaliate, he wants to rebuke. But is that what India looks around for within the Kashmiri? Or I would put it the other way, does the average Kashmiri, because everyone is not a terrorist, does he look upon India that he should be suspected a normal human being, around the clock, and deprived of his fundamental rights? I'll just tell you about a very recent encounter. All of us are aware, on 13th of July, we pay obeisances to the martyrs. At the very first outset, the holiday was withdrawn. And now this time, all the political leaders would normally go, irrespective of religion, to offer their obeisances. They were all barred from doing so, to the extent on the following day, when our Honorable Chief Minister Umar Saab, he made an endeavor. It was a normal day. Is this democracy where the elected head of the state is physically disallowed? Is this the way the government of India, the ruling elite, want to crush, curb, and build up in their own imagination a humble Kashmir again? There has to be retribution. There will be, if things continue in this particular manner, there is bound to be a reaction. You see, what really went wrong are some of the fundamental mistakes which are huge in number to talk about at the moment. Could be that we were also in power, the Congress which I represent. or it's a common thing to commit a mistake, maybe. But the point here is that we always, the endeavor of the Congress, which is has always been to build up a space. Although politically inside the valley we could not make up a huge space, but our presence was respected and it was always reciprocated to the extent when Mr. Rahul Gandhi, he went with he was concluding his Bharat Yatra, and you all are aware of it, since you're a very senior person from Dadaji, from the press, the sort of stances, reception that he received, all the way from Banial Tunnel to the capital Srinagar. It was amazing. It was again clean green signal. This was followed then by the recent elections, which were held about 9 months back. People braved their lives, people braved their properties, but they saw to it that the democratic process is concluded with all integrity and respect in a very peaceful, dignified manner. But what have we people got back today? Although Congress has a thin representation in the assembly today, but it continues to be an alliance partner of national conference. But morally we could not join the government, but I'm sorry, sir, I tender my apologies. One of the main reasons is that even if you are seated in power, you get a ministerial berth of 1 or 2, what would you be able to deliver? What justification? And that primarily has been the reason that I would not say demonstration, it's a sort of a remonstration that we have got into. Right from the grassroots level at all district headquarters in the entire Union Territory of J&K, followed by a demonstration which was all crushed physically, both at Jammu and Srinagar. And eventually, we have come down here to Delhi. Mother luck was not really much with us because we had to face a harsh weather yesterday. But with the support, with the help of all you people, at least let's give the people of J&K a better, dignified life. And democracy is not complete if you are going to keep on limiting the powers or the deliverance of the person elected. Thank you.